Is a big one right over there. Folks, we're back at it again, and today we are exploring an old mill site. A good friend of mine told me about this spot. She actually does own this property and this mill, and she told me that I could keep anything I find so long as I look for one of the millstones that's with this mill. So what we're going to do today is we're going to kind of look around. There's a lot of bottles here. There's a lot to see. And then we'll do a little metal detecting later on. So we're going to get at it, and I'm going to take you around the corner over there and show you the mill real quick, and we're going to start looking to see what kind of treasures we can find. So y'all hold on, we'll be right back. Okay, so made my way over to the actual mill site, and I'm just going to kind of show you around and show you what I'm looking at here. It's really cool. This mill site was here sometime around the 1870s. So I'm pretty hopeful that there's some pretty cool stuff here. And if I walk out here actually in it, it's pretty hard packed. It's not as muddy as I thought it would be. So if there's any coins or any buttons or anything like that in here, they're not going to be very deep. They're going to be just below this little thin layer of mud and this hard packed clay. So I'm going to flip you around, show you what I'm looking at, and we'll go from there. So let's take a look. So right here, you can see this wall of wood right here. It goes all the way down to about that where that green grass is, and green weeds are. Then it turns and it goes across the creek. And then if you look over here on this side, maybe you guys can see it. There's timber sticking in the bank. So this would have been the foundation of the mill. These timbers right here were part of the mill. So we're going to kind of explore around a little bit, see what we can see, and then we'll start looking at the looking for the millstone. There's a bunch of bottles strung out all through here. A lot of them are modern, but I'm pretty hopeful that some of these in here are going to be pretty old. I'm seeing some like some 1920s orange crushes. That fish just scared the bejesus out of me. I guess that was a fish. It could have been a snake. She did say that the water moccasins were in here the size of your arm. That don't really bother me so long as I see them before they see me. But check this out. Check out the wood, the foundation from that from where that mill was. It goes right across the creek right there. I'm really surprised that it's as hard as it is, and I'm sure it's loaded with nails. I have not turned on a metal detector here yet, so I have no idea what's here, if anything's here. But I thought we'd look at it together. Man, check it out. Check it out. That is so cool. Oh wow. So here is this apparently could be one of the trash pits. I mean, there's a piston, an old piston from something. There's a couple of pins in here, some wrenches. There's a horseshoe laying right on top of the ground. That's pretty cool. Might keep that. Let's keep looking around. Here's a yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep this. Here's an old drill, old hand drill. That's pretty cool. That's definitely worth keeping right there, I think. We'll keep that. gonna throw it up here on the bank for the time being. Here's a bottle. Let's see what this says. It's got some embossing on it. This says the Stone Breaker Chemical Company, Baltimore, Maryland. That's pretty cool. We're definitely going to keep that. It's all there. It's not broke, so I'm definitely going to put that in the pocket. I see some giant hills up here, and I think she said that there used to be a train track that run through here. So we're going to go explore that shortly. Here's another one. Check this out. Another embossed bottle that says Barker, Moore, and Maine Wholesale. I don't know what that says on the side right there. Druggists. Oh boy, it's a drug bottle from Philadelphia, and it's whole. Excellent, man. Check that out. Oh yeah, I'm stoked now. I am stoked. I done found 2 embossed medicine bottles, not broken, intact. So I'm super excited now. We might just spend the rest of the day here. I was planning on going somewhere else in metal detecting this afternoon, but that might not happen if I keep finding embossed drug medicine bottles. So as I say that, I look down and I see a flask. So let's take a look at this and see what this says. Check that out. That is and there's another one right underneath it. Check that out, man. This is a warranted flask, cork top, whole. Don't have a center slug or anything. Look, there's another one right underneath it right here. It is whole. It says J.E. Mahoney Distillers, Portsmouth, Alexandria, Virginia. You guys think that's liquor coming out of there? I think it's just water, swamp water. I'm gonna set those right there. We're definitely gonna take both of those. Glad I brought my backpack, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to tote all this out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since it seems to be pretty full in here, I'm gonna cut you guys off. I'm gonna look around. I'll find a couple of things. When I find them, I'll mark them, and then we'll go pick them out together. What you guys think? Be back in a minute. I see there's a lot of modern junk in here, but there is some older stuff mixed in here. So I'm gonna show you the modern, and then I'm gonna show you the old right down there. I think that's gonna be a good one. Let's take a look at the modern first. So as you can see, I mean, there's, you know, True Aids and 1950s, 60s Coca-Cola, screw top flasks, old Pepsis. Straight side of Pepsis and Cokes would be nice, but I'm sure they're in here if all the cork top bottles are in here. But there's this one right here that I just saw. Now I think, I'm not positive. Nope, it's not. I think this was like a vanilla extract of some kind. But normally if you find a little bottle like this and it has a raised or perforated side on it, a lot of times they made these bottles for poison bottles. So people that were blind or that couldn't see very well, when they were reaching up in their medicine cabinet or their pantry and they grabbed the bottle, they could feel it and it had the embossing on it. They would know that it's poison and not to use it in their pies and their dinner and all that. So that's a pretty cool fact. We'll take this one too. I'm gonna stick this over here in my pile, and we'll get it on the way out. So next one we come across, we'll let you know and go from there. Be back shortly. Here. All right, walking through here, there's a soda land right there. Now the bottom's busted out of it, but if it's a good one, I may keep it anyway, because I am a bottle guy. Let's check out what that is. Now I'm pretty sure, and I have not touched it, but judging by the thickness, the way it looks, I'm thinking that's a straight-sided soda of some kind. So let's pick it up and check it out. All right, you guys ready? I'm gonna flip it around. Let's see what's there. Oh man, the front's busted all out of it too. Well, there's no embossing on the front, but there is some on the bottom. This is I'll give it a little pants rub here. It says Mayo Company. I'm sure that's from Washington, North Carolina. So that was a soda bottle for sure. Too bad it's broken. Maybe there's a hole in here. We're gonna leave that here. We're not gonna take that. But that right there is from at least, I'd say between 1900 and about 1915-ish. So let's keep looking around, see what else is here, and be back in a minute. Okay, well, she was definitely right about one thing. There's snakes in here, because there is a big one right over there. Let's go take a look at him. I seen him before he saw me, but let's take a look at him real quick. And he is grown too. There he goes. He is poisonous. I do believe that is a cottonmouth. He's got that diamond-shaped head on him, so he is poisonous. But he's gone. He's on the other side of the bank. I don't see any bottles over there, so I'm not planning on going over there. At least I saw him before he saw me, and I didn't step on him, because that'll really give me a heart attack. Let's get back at it, see what else we can find. All right, so I've made it over to the area where I showed you, where I talked about the train track at the beginning of the video. Check this out. There's a spike right here. That was probably a spike that held the tracks together across the bridge, I'm assuming. So you can see the rock pile, or the levee pile in here. And you can see the pillars from where the bridge would have come off of this hill, you know, and gone across this creek, and kept on getting it. So there could be some goodies right here. Could be. They could have been bringing those old steam locomotives up here, chucking stuff off in this creek as they come across it. So we're definitely going to check out the water beyond. We're going to check out the area underneath the bridge, and we're probably going to stay out of there, because that's where that giant snake was about 10 minutes ago. So let's get back at it and look around, and first thing I see, we'll recover it together. Be back in a minute. All right, got another pretty neat find right here, and then I got something right here. There's a bottle under these leaves, and all. Don't know what that is. That's some sort of soda. I'm thinking it's modern, but we're gonna check it out anyway. You guys know what this is? This is an insulator. Now I'm assuming it says something like Whaley's or Whitley, or what's the name of the other one? Brockway or something like that. But that one is broken, of course. 90% of them are. This one is a Whitehall Tatum Company. So these would have went on the top of, you know, telegraph poles, and the wires would have gone around them, and they'd have been strung out through the woods. This was the insulators for the wires that transmitted the signal for the telephone company back in the day. Now, the way that you can tell if these are more modern or super old is you look inside. All right, if they have screw threads in there, they're fairly modern. Now, when I say modern, I say within, I'd say within the last 60 to 75 years-ish. If they don't have screw threads in them, just where they were beat onto the top of a wooden pole, those are the old ones. Those are the ones that are worth a lot of money and are very collectible. So anytime you find an insulator, always be sure to look inside. And if you see those screw threads in there, it's more modern, and they're very easy to come by. But if you don't see those threads right there, be sure to keep that thing and stick it in your collection. So we're going to leave that right there, and we're going to check out this brown bottle right here. See what this is. I think, yep, it's just an old beer bottle is all it is. So we're going to stick that right back in there. We're going to keep looking around and see what else is here. Keep hoping that we're going to find a straight side of Pepsi or Coke. Just haven't seen one yet. Be back in a minute. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a little bit of metal detecting just to kind of see what we can find. So let's go get the machine over there, and we're going to scoot along this edge of this creek and just see what's here, if anything at all. Cut my finger. It's probably not good. I'll probably get some kind of skin-eating bacteria out of this nasty creek, but who cares? Be back in a minute. All right, so I got a sweet little 83 squeaker right here. It sounds like it's about coin size, so we're going to dig this out and see what that is. I don't think I can do this holding you guys, so I have to dig it out. Once I get out of the hole, we'll recover it together. So I'll be right back. Whatever it is, it's out of the hole and it's right in here. So I'm thinking this is either going to be a coin, or it could be a bullet or a sinker. But let's check it out together and see what it is. It's in this hand. Doesn't feel like it's heavy enough to be a sinker. Could be a button. I think I see it. Right. Oh boy, check that out right there. That is somewhat kind of sweet to me. Check that out, man. That is freaking cool. It is a ring. I know that probably doesn't excite some of you guys, but myself as a relic hunter, you know, I dig bullets and buttons and household stuff, and I just never have much luck with jewelry. But that's definitely a ring. And it definitely wasn't thrown off of that bridge up there, because that is way too far for it to go. So let's check it out and see what's on it. Looks like there's I guess that could be silver, maybe. Looks like, let's give it a pants rub here. I can't get too dirty. I'm supposed to have lunch with a guy that's gonna give me permission to another farm. Yeah, man, I'd say that's silver for sure. And it looks like it's got two rubies or something in it. Let's get over here in the water and wash this thing off. Let's see what we got. I'd say it's definitely silver. If it's been in this muddy, swampy stuff this long and hasn't turned green, I would think that's silver for sure. Check that out. Isn't that sweet? Looks like it's got a snake head on it or something with two red stones in it. We'll definitely keep that and definitely put that in the pocket and keep on looking. So we'll be back in a minute. Next signal. All right, guys, so I'm walking along here, and in a hole right there under a root, I see a bottle. It's a cork top. I think it's going to be a Listerine bottle, but let's take a look at it together anyway, in case it's not and it's something else. Check that out right there. You guys ready to pull it out? Pull it out and see what we got. It looks like a Listerine. Well, it doesn't say. It says NYQ and CWLD. I'm assuming that's either a Vaseline or a Listerine bottle. That's pretty neat. We'll keep this and give it to the owner. She likes you know, little cork tops like this. So we'll keep this. We'll put this in the bag and keep at it. We'll see y'all on the next one. Okay, guys, got another bottle here, sitting right here in the mud. Looks like a little cork top cobalt. Let's check it out. See what it is. Oh, it's got some embossing on it. It's probably a Noxzema, or I can't remember the name of those other ones. Nope, this is actually, yep, it's a bromo seltzer. It's the one I was thinking of. It's Bromo Seltzer, Emerson Drug Company, Baltimore, Maryland. These are pretty common. You do find them in all different sizes, but I'll definitely keep it, and we're going to give it to the landowner. Let's get back at it and see what else we can find. Okay, so I'm not really finding a terribly lot of signals in here. I think that's partially because I'm just not in the right spot, and the other fact is that there is a ton of iron in here. I'm still very hopeful of metal detecting here because I've had very good success in mill sites in the past, especially older ones such as this one. So I do think there's going to be some stuff in here, tokens, coins, buttons. I just don't think I've got on top of it yet. So I'm going to give it about another 15 minutes or so, and then I've got to go. Like I said, I got this appointment to go meet this guy for lunch, and when we come back here, we'll come back here with some snorkel gear and some different clothes, and we're going to get in the creek and snorkel the deeper parts and look for some older bottles and take the metal detector in there and see what's in there, because I'm almost positive that there's some better relics here. So we'll give it about another 15 minutes or so, and we'll see what else we can find. But if we don't find anything, we'll see you guys back at the truck for the wrap up. Be back in a minute. Okay, so I am working my way out, and I got a little high squeaker here. It's hitting almost an 80. Hope I'm recording here. Got sweat dripping on my camera. See what this is. Okay, this is just a, it's just a brass fitting. That's all that is. We'll keep it. I'm gonna throw it in the bucket. Anytime you dig brass in the field, or me especially, keep your brass. You can take your brass, put it in a coffee can in the back of your truck. You know, let it fill up, brass, copper, and all. Let your coffee can fill up. Take it to a junkyard, and this right here will buy your battery money. Now, I know people don't like to sell stuff they find, but this is junk. So, you know, keep it, carry it out, throw it in a bucket, sell it for scrap, and you know, afford your batteries and your gas, your snacks, your Gatorade, your ice, and all that. So we'll definitely take that and throw it in the bucket in the back of the truck, and keep working our way out. See y'all on the next one. We'll stop and show you guys this. Anybody know what that is? That is the porcelain doorknob, more than likely from this mill. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, the door pin would have gone in here, and that's how you open and close the door. So we'll keep that too. That's pretty cool, and keep working our way out. Never know, might find a gold coin before we get to the truck. Let's get back at it. Okay, so road is right here behind this tree, and I see one more insulator that we're going to take a look at before we step out and go back to the truck. Have not touched it. I don't know if it's whole, but it's right under this log. I thought we'd look at it together. Yep, so it is whole. It is all there. I think this one's pretty modern. It doesn't even have a name on it. It just says made in USA. Okay, it is. It's an Armstrong. It's got the threads on the inside, and it's clear in color. But it's all there. It's not broken. That's pretty cool. Probably take that out with us as well. Actually, I think I might leave that. because I'm coming back here, or we're coming back here. I'd say by, today's Monday, I'd say by Friday we should be back here, because I want to snorkel that creek, because I got a feeling that there are some goodies hiding in the deeper part of that creek. And I need to bring some shorts and different shoes and all that to get in there. So let's go up to the truck, we'll do the wrap up, and we're gonna go have lunch, and we'll see y'all in a minute. Okay, well, here's the finds for today. It was not a bad day at all, and we'll definitely be coming back here this week. So let's check everything out just to make sure y'all saw everything. Got the porcelain doorknob. Y'all didn't see this. I'm not sure. I thought that might have been a fuse, but it's not. I'm not really sure what that is. I think this is a finial, a brass finial, which would have gone on like a cartridge box, which makes me very hopeful. This was around the edge of the water. That's why it is so gold. It has not been exposed to oxygen. So we'll keep that. That's definitely promising. Got the really cool silver ring with the red stones in it. Got the dime of unknown material content. Still going to say it's clad. And the bottles. Got the Stone Barker Chemical Company, which is cool. Got the Vaseline or the ink. Got the embossed Cobalt Bromo Seltzer. The warranted flask. The J.E. Mahoney Distillery bottle. The vanilla extract is what I think this one is. And then the coolest one I think is that Baker Moore and Mean Wholesale drug bottle right there. That's definitely the coolest one in my opinion. So it was not a bad day. You can see I wasn't in there but about 3 or 4 hours, and I am already soaking wet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna grab us a bite to eat, and may finish out the day at another site, but I haven't made up my mind. It's kind of hot and I'm already full of sweat. So if you guys like the channel and you like what you see and you want to see more videos, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the little bell. We'll give you notifications when I upload new videos. So until next time, good luck, and we'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care.